Fucking assholes, they really are. Wait, don't knock the bike over. No, fucking hell. Fuck me. I should have known better than to think that he'd seen the bike. Well, that would have been good, right in front of the fucking police, look. Good old Spain. It's fucking knocking off time. This is their siesta time right now. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get a lick on that. So now we're at, brother. Now we're at like 80. Well, we were. Where's this cunt going? And that is with the visor closed. I'm starting to hear wind noise in my ears from the outside of the helmet. But so this is with the visor closed, and again we're at -12 on the decibel meter, and with the dead cat. I'll get a bit of a shifty on down here, and then what I'll do is I'll open the visor up. I picked the wrong time of fucking day to do this, didn't I? Okay, so 70, 80 k's an hour, visor shut, and now visor open, with the wind muff, dead cat, whatever you want to call it, a big hairy thing that's tickling my nose. The only thing I've got to have a problem is, because this is a racing helmet, it's really close to my face inside, and that puts the microphone literally right next to the corner of my mouth. So I wouldn't be surprised if I need to turn the mic gain down from, like, I don't know, -12 to -18, which is the max minus setting, but we'll see. Anyway, fucking hell, it's hot. Should have done this morning, but I had other things to do. Fuck me. Right, I've got the visor shut. Alright, so that's quite noisy in my ears, i.e. in the helmet. So that's visor shut. Jesus Christ. Take the whole fucking road, why don't you? There you go. Ooh, dead dog? No, dead plastic bag. Alright, so now visor open. And I'm hearing a lot of wind in my ears, so let's see kind of job the dead cat does. And we're still on -12. Alrighty then. And visor shut. There you can see the microphone right there. So I'm going to remove the dead cat, which is as easy as that. Oh, that fluffy bit just gone. Right. Hold on. Put this back in my helmet. There we go. Okay, so right, I found a dead cat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk away from the bike, and now I'm probably, I don't know, a good 25 meters away, maybe, yeah. So I'll just keep talking as I walk towards the bike and see if the microphone has been sending to the camera. Hopefully it has. There we go. Right, so we're at 12, -12 still, without the dead cat. Now I'm pretty sure that when I get rolling, it's going to pick up a lot of wind noise. Okay, so visor open. it's at 90 kilometers per hour, no dead cat, visor open, and I can hear obviously the wind on my helmet, but let's see what it's like when I shut the visor. Alright, so that's visor shut, and again, no dead cat, and we're at -12, so whether that's going to be too sensitive, I don't know. And these are settings that are on the settings, but alright, I've now got it on -18, which is the lowest setting. In other words, it's the bottom of the sensitivity range. I think that without a dead cat on, if it was at like -8, it would be just way too sensitive. And so anyway, right now we're at -18, least sensitive setting, with the visor closed. And yeah, I'm just hearing noise in my ears, because like I say, this is a race helmet, so it's built to be light as a feather, and therefore it's noisier to the ears. If you've got a decent, well, not a decent, but a bigger helmet, like a, I don't know, like a touring helmet that's got more room, and you could probably set the mic further away from your mouth, which would be ideal. So let's try this now with the visor open, -18, no dead cat. Hope it picks up that lovely burble off the exhaust when I'm off the throttle. It's that hot today. From my helmet, you can see how small it is right there. And this is the remote that I use. I have the action remote, which I use with the bigger camera, but with this camera, with the X4, I like this tiny little remote here. It is awesome. It's awesome. Anyway, works great. So what we're going to do now is put the dead cat back on. 0. So in other words, on a gain level, if that's a gain level, and that's the middle which we're on, going down the decibels is where we were before. We went minus because it's very close to my mouth. If we went plus, it would make it really loud and too sensitive, I should imagine. What I've also done is, where the microphone is here and the dead cat was on the top, I mentioned earlier it was tickling my nose, I've actually rotated the microphone, because obviously it's on a magnet, so I've rotated it, so now the dead cat is actually pointing downwards towards my chin and my my little goatee, so it's like two dead cats. So we'll see how it works. Anyway, so we're at 0 on the scale, which means it's going to be quite sensitive. Let me just rotate this back. We'll try it with the visor open and see how sensitive that dead cat is to the wind and the ambient noise too, I should imagine. This won't work with your RS, it'll only work with the X4 and the X5. So let's see how we get on. Right, let's get a move on. Get rid of that fucking service light because it's already been done. Oh, easy tiger. Right, so I can hear a lot of wind in my face. See if the dead cat is doing its job. I'll shut the visor. Okay, so that's with the visor shut at about 80 k's. Relatively slow speed, to be honest. Well, it depends where you ride, I suppose, but anyway, I should imagine right now it sounds great because I'm only going slow, and there's not a lot of ambient noise. So if there's one thing I have learned with a microphone setup, is to really speak not too quickly, and don't let your words run into each other. Don't let your words run into each other. Yeah, imagine you're talking to a new recruit and you're wanting to assimilate the information. Be concise with your speech. Yeah, so back to reality. What I might do is take the dead cat off when I get up here, leave it on the same sensitivity, and see how much difference it makes. Just trying to find somewhere to pull over without one of these twats knocking me off. Ooh, that would have been good if that had been a space. Right, let me open my visor a minute. Okay then. You know what, I'm going to pull up over here. This'll work. Yay! Okay, that'll do. Whenever I can just reach in and take the dead cat off. And I couldn't. Fucker. All I've done is pull the furry bit off. Bastard. Hold on. Okay, so dead cat's off. We're on 0 decibels, so it is going to be very sensitive. Red Bull. Got my visor open, and what I've done is I've rotated that little microphone area of the circular mic towards the padding of the helmet, so it's kind of not exposed fully to the open, if that makes sense. Anyway, so I'll keep the visor open for a minute. You can play up here. You can just gas it and spin your ass end up, because right now it is hot as balls, and whenever there's concrete shiny like this, it gets slippery. Okay, so microphone closed. As I said, 0 on the decibel meter, and dead cat removed, but opening the microphone rotated towards the padding of the helmet, in other words away from my mouth or the top. Yeah, brother. Fucking hell, the road is shining like a put your foot down, you can feel your foot almost sliding. Incredibly. Hot as fuck.